I should have had baby with Paris Hilton over Kim Kardashian. You know, Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant.
Hang on with it. That is if I ever go to India outfit.
She was a super cool girl.
Kim was awesome.
Yeah, like.
What was awesome about her?
She was organic and she was just like, you know, eager to like, she wanted to like build her career up. She kind of followed Paris's blueprint with the foreign tag after whatever. But at that time, she was just a cool kid and like.
They said Kanye was finished. They said he'd gone too far. But this time, he didn't say a word. He showed it.
Hang on with it. That is if I ever go to India outfit.
Kanye West didn't just call out his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. He exposed the web of power that helped create her and tied her all the way back to Paris Hilton and the empire of fame that built modern celebrity.
It was a story that came out, a video that was shown saying back in the days when Kim K was Paris Hilton's assistant.
Yeah.
Was it true? Was Kim K Paris's assistant?
Yeah, she used to sleep in my guest room. Yep. And then some weird shit happened. I'm not gonna say what happened, but and then she made it to the master bedroom.
And when people saw what he was hinting at, when they realized who was in those videos and what they were doing, it didn't feel like drama anymore. It felt like truth finally leaking out.
I got video, dog. A picture.
$1 billion we got. Oh, shit. That's good. That's Scott Storage?
Yeah, that's Scott Storage, yo.
Oh, snap. Who the hell is Scott Storage?
Yo, he's a dude that make all the beats and yo.
Oh, look at his girl. Take a picture of his girl, man.
That's Scott Storage, dog.
Hey. Man, look at his girl, homie. Get in the car.
Scott Storage.
Kanye's no stranger to controversy. We've seen him rant, confess, explode, disappear, return. But lately, his anger hasn't been random. It's been aimed. Every move, every post, every leak has been part of a pattern. And this time, his target wasn't just Kim. It was the entire machine that made her famous. A machine Kanye says has been hiding in plain sight for decades. Because according to him, the Kim Kardashian we see today didn't start in Calabasas. She started in Paris Hilton's shadow. And both women, he claims, were shaped by a Hollywood system that rewards obedience more than talent. It all started with a late-night post.
Could you imagine if I had kids with Paris Hilton, how many hotels I have now? You get what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that. The Hilton. You know, the Hilton. There's I think y'all staying in the Hilton, right?
You know, when someone doesn't see how different they are, you'll always, like, hope that you'll see a glimpse of them. And, like...
Kanye uploaded a short clip. No caption, no context. Just old footage from the early 2000s. Kim and Paris at a party surrounded by lights, champagne, and cameras. It looked harmless until you looked closer. People spotted Diddy in the background, then more faces, powerful men from the fashion world, record executives, socialites, and then another clip, Kim and Paris whispering, laughing, swapping accessories, drinks, and something in their hands the camera barely caught. The internet exploded. What is this? Why is Kanye posting this now? Is he saying Kim and Paris were part of Diddy's circle?
I sold it like a couple years later to move closer to disaster, which was, I was safe in Bal Harbor, like, and then I moved to Palm Island, and that's where all happened. So yeah, Paris came to work with me. We ended up dating and had a relationship.
And while everyone argued about what the footage meant, Kanye posted one line: "They built her, not me."
I got so caught up in that, and it changed who I was. Like, I was hanging out with, like, people that are just not good. Like, people that think they're better than others. Like, I don't want to call out names, whatever, it's too insulting, but just like Hollywood douchebags. And like, you know, you are what you hang out with. And it changed me from being this like innocent, like soulful, like, you know, organic person to like this quest for fame and this quest to like, I wasn't even like really that sprung on Paris.
That's when the fire started. To understand why those clips mattered, you have to rewind, not to Kim's reality TV years, but before that. Back in the early 2000s, Paris Hilton was Hollywood's it girl. Rich, reckless, blonde perfection wrapped in designer bags. She was the prototype for what fame would become. Fame without a reason. Cameras followed her for existing. Every club appearance was an event. And right behind her, almost invisible at first, was her best friend, Kim Kardashian. Kim wasn't the star back then. She was Paris's assistant, stylist, sidekick. Carrying the bags, standing in the photos, learning the angles, watching, studying, absorbing the formula.
I flew home last night, and he came back this morning. I want to show you guys what he got me. He got me all of take back.
Oh, Kim.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
I have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan.
Paris taught Kim something money couldn't buy, how to own the room even when you had nothing to say. And when Paris started fading, Kim was already preparing to replace her. Kanye said it before, fame is an experiment. And Kim Kardashian, in his mind, was the perfect test subject. He's claimed that the moment he met her, he saw the blueprint, not of a woman, but of a brand. She was designed for this.
The only power is to take my kids. I had a baby with a assistant, bro.
You found out, or?
No, it was just like she and I were done, and like I think we were both like had it, and we were like commiserating. What did he say? Karen's that she's commiserating at the house from Goodfellas.
He once said, and he wasn't wrong. Kim had already learned from Paris how to turn scandal into strategy. Every headline, every leak, every appearance became fuel. The more people doubted her, the stronger her brand grew. But here's where Kanye's story gets dark. He says what people saw as fame was really manufactured control. That from the very start, Kim and Paris were surrounded by people, powerful men, who shaped their image, arranged their stories, and used them to sell the idea of celebrity as a product. Every move they made, Kanye said, was approved by somebody else. That's where Diddy's name first comes in. Not as the villain, but as the connector. Kanye hinted that the same circles funding Diddy's empire were the ones pulling strings in early 2000s Hollywood. The same circles that made Paris the face of excess. Kim, the queen of controversy, and Kanye himself, the voice of rebellion. He posted another line that night. You can't escape the architects when they built the stage you're standing on. Fans immediately started digging. Old photos of Kim, Paris, Diddy, even Kanye himself at fashion shows, parties, award events. The same faces, the same names, the same smiles. And suddenly the story didn't feel random anymore. People started remembering how Kanye once said his marriage felt like a business deal, how he felt used as the accessory to the Kardashian empire, the black approval to make the brand global. He said they needed a real one next to the brand to make it believable. For years, he played along, the power couple, the perfect image, the billion-dollar brand. But after the divorce, the tone changed. He started calling it what it really was, a system that eats people alive and spits them out when they stop playing their part. And in his mind, Kim didn't escape it. She became it. In the leaked footage, you can hear snippets of conversation, Kim and Paris laughing about deals and projects that never got mentioned in interviews. Kanye didn't add any commentary, but the implication was clear. These weren't random parties. These were meetings. He wanted the world to see what he'd seen years ago, that Hollywood isn't built on talent or love. It's built on transactions. Every friendship is a deal. Every relationship is a campaign. Every headline is an ad. And Paris and Kim were the blueprint, two faces that turned the concept of celebrity into a business model that still runs today. When Paris first fell from grace after her scandals, Kim was already next in line. The moment the sex tape dropped, the cameras that once followed Paris switched targets. The names changed, but the formula stayed the same. Public humiliation turned into public fascination, and fascination became fortune. Kanye later said that when he started dating Kim, he thought he was saving her from that world, that he was bringing art back to the product. But the deeper he got, the more he realized the machine was bigger than both of them. She didn't need saving, he said. She was already the system. So why release the videos now? Some say revenge, Kanye's final move after losing the marriage, the kids, and the empire? Others say revelation, proof that he's been telling the truth all along. He said, "They call me crazy for saying what everyone else signs NDAs to hide."
I forget Kanye, not to just be on dissing Kanye, but I remember he came in to visit me and Dr. Dre, and we're in the studio in the middle of making beats, and we were like kind of interrupted, but we were like, all right, cool, whatever. And he's like, "I need to take a picture with you guys." So we took a picture with him. It was cool. He left the building, went to drove somewhere, came back and said, "My outfit wasn't right. Let me take another picture." And said, and it's like me and Dre looked together like. He stormed out of the studio one time later, I was told, I wasn't there, with Dre, and he called him the devil. He's like, "You're the devil," and he ran out like.
Kanye called Dre the devil?
Yeah.
What prompted that?
I don't know, making devil music for me or something. I guess he was on his holy kick at that point.
The clips weren't pornographic or violent. They were mundane, smiles, whispers, champagne. But the context is what mattered. Because when you piece them together with everything Kanye's been saying, it paints a picture of how power works in entertainment and who gets to hold it. One moment in the video shows Kim and Paris walking through a private event, stopping to talk to Diddy. Paris hands him something small, a key card, a phone, maybe nothing. Kim laughs, takes a sip of her drink, and the three walk away. Kanye's caption underneath, "When they trade favors, they trade souls." That one line set off days of chaos online. Some fans said he was being metaphorical. Others thought it was literal. But what everyone agreed on, Kanye was trying to say the swap wasn't about people. It was about power. He wasn't calling out Diddy directly. He was calling out the pattern, the way fame connects people in secret deals that the public never sees. And for the first time, even people who hated Kanye started admitting maybe he wasn't crazy. Maybe he was just saying the quiet part out loud. Behind the headlines, Kanye's been fighting something deeper, control over his own narrative. Every time he speaks, someone edits his message. Every time he posts, it's deleted or mocked. But this time, the visuals spoke for themselves. He wasn't ranting about religion or politics. He was showing the receipts, footage of the culture that built the modern definition of fame, where Kim and Paris were the founding mothers. "You can't unsee it," one fan wrote. "The way Paris handed fame to Kim, the way Kim handed it to a generation, it's all connected." And when Kanye said, "I'm not exposing them, I'm exposing it," people finally understood what he meant. Because this wasn't just about old footage. It was about the price of becoming an icon. Paris Hilton started as a hotel heiress. Kim Kardashian started as her assistant. Now both women are billion-dollar brands. But what did it cost? In the years since those parties, both have faced lawsuits, leaks, heartbreak, public humiliation, and endless reinvention. They built empires, but every empire has a foundation. And according to Kanye, that foundation was built on secrets, trades, and carefully controlled scandals. He believes Hollywood rewards those who play dumb and punishes those who wake up. That's why he's been ostracized, silenced, labeled unstable. Because the one thing you can't do in the fame economy is break character. He even admitted in one interview that watching Kim work reminded him of an assembly line. "Everything's content," he said, "even pain." That's the part that haunts him, that the woman he once loved is now trapped in the machine that made her. He said, "I wasn't her husband, I was her storyline." And that's why these videos hit so hard. Because if Kanye's right, then none of this, not the relationships, not the drama, not even the tears, is accidental. It's all part of a bigger performance designed to keep the world watching while the real deals happen off camera. When Paris Hilton finally spoke about the footage, she brushed it off as old memories and silly gossip. Kim stayed silent. No denial, no outrage, just silence. And that silence said more than words, because silence means the brand keeps moving. Kanye, meanwhile, doubled down. He said, "I don't need the industry's permission to tell the truth." He hinted that there's more footage, more receipts, more buried stories about how Hollywood creates gods and monsters out of regular people. But this time, he says, he's not doing it to destroy Kim. He's doing it to free her. He said they cloned her image so much she forgot who she was. And that's when people started seeing the bigger message, that Kanye's not just ranting about his ex, he's talking about all of us. About how fame clones reality, how we copy what we see online, how we trade authenticity for acceptance every single day. The footage might not end careers, but it opened eyes. Because when you strip away the glitter, the clubs, the selfies, and the luxury, what's left? Two women who built an empire out of attention, and a man who once tried to love them through it. It's poetic, tragic, and painfully real. In the end, whether you believe Kanye or not almost doesn't matter. What matters is the question he forced the world to ask. What do we lose when we turn people into brands? Maybe Kim and Paris didn't sell their souls. Maybe they just rented them out too long. Maybe Diddy wasn't the puppet master. Maybe he was another player in a system too big to stop. And maybe Kanye, for all his chaos, is the only one still trying to tell the truth, even if it costs him everything. Because at the end of the day, Kanye doesn't just expose others. He exposes himself, the man who loved the illusion, helped build it, then realized too late what it really was. And now, with every leak, every clip, every cryptic caption, he's tearing it all down, piece by piece. He said, they call me crazy for breaking their mirror, but if I see the devil's reflection in it, I'm gonna smash it every time. This is Buzz and Drama. We don't chase gossip, we chase what's hidden behind it. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Kanye's telling the truth? Did he just expose Hollywood's deepest secret? Or is this another mind game from a man who's seen too much? Because one thing's for sure, the show might be over. But the truth? That's just beginning.